move this up a notch. See, that's 1 speed. That's 2nd speed, so that's going to be a little faster. Still woggling back and forth. I guess a lot of people do this standing up. I don't want to be standing in the boat. Not this boat. And I have no idea what this is. This T and this thing and that thing. Let's try moving one of them and see what happens. Oh shit. Oh, sorry. Shoot. So that changed something. So let's try moving it up here. Oops, what happened? Now it's running without me. Nope, I don't want you running without me. So maybe. Maybe I should turn this back down to 1. Put this over here. See what happens. That does kind of change, but it's sudden when that kicks in. Boom, a big kick. Nice. Put y'all down here. There's somebody out there who's done this all their life are saying, you bozo. You don't know how to do that right. You ain't doing that right. Easier with the other foot. Rocket the shoe. Try it right over here and turn it around and go back. This is the way to turn it around. Bring my foot back. Straighten it up. Well, just think I could be in the house looking at politics on the computer or something like that, you know. Wait for this. It's more fun. It's more fun than politics. I'm surprised all them politicians don't buy themselves a boat. They could be out here having fun like this too. If they was mine too. Took my shirt off, but then I feel like I need to put it back on. It's not hot. It's probably 56 or 57 or 58 or 59 or 60. I doubt if it's 60. I bet it's 58. 58 or 56 or 57 or something like that. That's what I would bet. Just work it a little bit. It's hard not to just want to mash it like a gas pedal, you know. I bet there's somebody that's got a video that says, go here and look at this video, and this guy will explain it to you so that you don't have to think about it. I bet you there's a video out there like that. Backrest is on honky jar. I want to move this over some more too. Let's do that. I'll be patient with me. I'm still learning. See, the goal here would be to be able to do this with your feet and work your reel, throw your reel out, so this becomes second nature. That would be the best way to go as far as fishing. I guess that's the whole point of this, ain't it? You can have hands free while you drive your boat with your feet. That's a whole new way of learning for me. I mean, a whole new kind of thing to try to learn. I'm going to jump it up one more speed. Now that's 2 speeds. This is 3. This is the 3rd speed. Jump out from under here. Ooh, easy now. It does require me to have to make changes to my foot position. You can hear the water flowing out from behind me. Like Speed Racer here. So I guess this button that locks it on lets you whoa, stop, stop. What y'all doing back there? Alright, let's get back to where it was. I think I lost control when I did that. Maybe I should be doing this Try going up in here. See if I can go up in a cove without running into the bank or something. You know, another thing, I think a lot about what things I do that are good for exercise. And, you know, you may not think of this as a lot of exercise, but it is a lot of stuff that you have to do with your leg to be able to be in control, which is not something you would normally be doing. I mean, it can't be bad for you. I went to the doctor this morning. There was an annual wellness checkup thing. He said I'm in the top 5%. What that means is, let's see if I got it right. What that means is, out of all the people that come in his office, I was in better shape than about 95% of them, which is, I don't know if I interpreted what he said exactly right, but that was the impression I got. He said he got a lot of people comes in his office that's really in bad shape, and you know, I know those people. I mean, they're friends of mine. I got a lot of friends my age, and they can't get up without help, and they can't walk. Of course, sometimes I've been where I couldn't get up without help. I know it was a time when I was under the car, and I couldn't put my hands down because my arthritis was so bad. A bottle or something floating. Looks like the alcohol bottle. Somebody's been out here drinking. Let's say hi. It might be something old. In that case, they've been out here sunning. This is peaceful and fun. Let me get y'all. So you can look at what I'm looking. See, I'm looking at what I like to do is like this. I like to go around the bank and just look at it. There's so many interesting things, and every time you come out here, it's going to look different. Like the water will go up, water will go down, the sunlight will change things. Things will start growing. Right now we're kind of at the end of winter and not quite getting into spring yet, but you know, that's going to change things when that change, as that change comes in every day. If I came out here every day and did this, I'd see something different every day because it changes that way. I knew a woman up in Maine. I didn't know her, but I knew of her because she's a little famous. But she had a house beside the ocean on one of those coves up in Maine, and there was an island out, and she would paint that same picture over and over and over. And of course, it would always be a different picture because things change. You know, nothing really stays the same in nature. Every time you look at it, it looks different. And that's the way it is. That's the way it is here. You could do that. You could do you could just look at it, or you could do photography. Now see, here's where the trees and stuff is. So when I get in a place like this, I need to exercise a little caution, and I need to be in control of my boat. Otherwise, I don't know where I'm going to go. But I know where I don't want to go is I don't want to hit that tree right there, and that tree under the water right there, and that big tree sticking out of the water. See, that's what we're doing here. We're learning to control the boat. Hands-free operation in the boat. That's what we're shooting for. That's what they tell you to do driving a car. They want you to be hands-free, meaning they want you to take a grinder and saw your arms off. No, that ain't right. That ain't true. They want you to not be holding on to your telephone. Of course, back in the day, we used truck drivers. We'd talk with a microphone. We'd have CB radio. Heck, fire! I learned to drive with holding a microphone and chitter-chatter and going down the road. Mad Dog Bobby and Cold Blood and Dixie Rebel and all them other truck drivers. We used to run around. Rebel Red. Wasn't he a lot of fun? Miss him. Miss all them guys. Miss old Cold Blood. Love to see him. Love to get him out here on this lake. He'd dig it. He'd really dig it. So there's a house up there. That's a neighbor's house, the one that's for sale. Y'all don't even ask me how much he wants for it because y'all can't afford it. And he's got a little boat. He comes up here and goes duck fishing. He's just got a little like canoe looking boat. He just leaves it there all the time because we got it pushed up in there far enough where it won't wash away, and don't nobody want it enough to steal it because it ain't worth nothing. So that's how it rolls around here. So if I push down, we go this way. So let's practice getting out of here. And when I bring my heel down, we go the other way. So I'm going to keep turning. And then I want to put my heel down and go that way. But not too far. Keep the pedal mashed. Probably what's going to happen is I'm going to spend a lot of days out here doing this. I don't know if y'all want me to bring you with me every time I do this, because y'all might get really bored of seeing me out here going around and around the lake. But that's pretty high on my list of things I'd like to do. You know, it's kind of like when I was talking to Larry and he says, you do what you want to do. Well, this might be it. It's a whole lot of this kind of thing. And you know, this is kind of like being a little kid. You know how when you're a kid, you're playing. You're always playing, but generally what you're doing is you're learning stuff. You know, you might call it play, but that's how kids learn. So I'm playing and learning. Playing and learning. Now if I had my camera set up on a real good tripod, that might not be a bad idea. And I tell you what a lot of people do with these boats, they build a flat deck on them. I haven't wanted to do that yet, but I might change my mind. You know, they'll turn it into like a what do you call that? Like a casting deck. They'll make it. They call it making it into a bass boat, but basically all they're doing is taking just a regular boat, putting a piece of plywood over it, you know, and then you can stand up on the front part. Seems to me like a good way to fall in the water. But on the other hand, if working this motor is easier when you're standing up, might be easier when you're standing up. Y'all get what I just said? Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Yeah, that might be true. That might be absolutely true. I suppose I could try standing up. Do you reckon I can stand up without falling in the water? Maybe I ought to get closer to where I want to be before I do it, just in case I do fall in. I don't want to have to swim back over yonder or walk around half the lake to get back to where I'm going. Let's go on over. See, here I am mashing that harder. It's like I think I'm going to go faster if I mash it harder, but it ain't a gas pedal. Let's put this up to another speed. Alright. Figure this out, old man. Every time I get it going fast, I get where I can't control it. It's too much for me. Alright, I'm going to slow this down, see if I can stand up first of all. Then I'm going to see if I can stand up and work at it. Here I go. Ain't too bad. Pretty wobbly though, look at that. I don't think what I'm doing is safe. Not really. Yeah, see, when I put 1 foot on that, I'm going to be standing on 1 foot. That ain't safe. I ain't going to do that. I don't want to. My phone's ringing. So that was Jeff, and I don't know how much of that I'll put on the video because, you know, we just having a conversation between ourselves. But what happened while I was on the phone with him is I forgot that I was operating this motor. And that's kind of the state, chilly. That's kind of the state you want to get to when you're doing something like this. You want to be able to get to doing it so it's just automatic. You don't think about it. And while I was talking to him, I actually wasn't thinking about it, but I was still managing to ride around in the boat. So that was a good little training mission, I guess you could say. I'm getting about ready to get out. I want to go back to the house, and this chair is broken, and I want to either fix it or modify the other chair I got up there, which is actually got a little better pad, and then get me up a little higher. It might make this easier to do. Another thing I'm thinking about is when I go to get out of this, it probably makes sense to come in at a place where the water drops off faster rather than, you know, is more shallow. And there's a spot right over there I'm looking at. It might be the right place for that. What I need to do is pull this thing out of the water because it's sticking down about a foot below the boat, I think. So I'll pull this up, and I'm sure I'll be spending a lot more time figuring all that out. And I'll just get my paddle and I'll row it up over there and pull it out of the water. I'm gonna leave the boat, leave the motor on the boat. I got a spot right up. Y'all can't see where I'm going toward, but there's a spot right over here. I don't usually pull it out, but it looks like a good spot for what I'm thinking I need to do to get in and out of this. And I'm gonna leave, like I said, I'm gonna leave the motor on here. I'll take the battery up to the house, and I'll take this seat up to the house. Okay, Eric, I'm gonna scooch. Got my thing down there. I don't think I'm gonna need my boots. I needed them to get in, but I think I can get out without them. I'll take y'all and I'll take my tea glass. Well, what I might need is that I'm up on here pretty good. I think I can walk to the front of the boat. Well, I tell you what, I'll take this, push the back of the boat up like this. No, I won't. Got it. Oh, let's go up here. Gotta get my boots. I'll walk this over there somewhere. pull that boat up. I'm gonna want to get that seat out, so I might have to put those boots on to do that. I got a T-jug that you can lock the top on so it won't leak. That way when I'm doing something like this, if it falls over, it don't all pour out. That's helpful.